Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Rhm Borsig Waffenträger. It's a German Tier 8 tank destroyer, and it's located on the west spawn of Sand River Encounter under the command of entilzhar. Now, there's two guns you can get on this tank destroyer. Now, one of them is the 128mm, but this one is the 15cm. It's the big one. And he's carrying mostly HE ammunition with a few AP rounds. Now, the alpha damage for the HE is 950 hit points, but it's got very poor penetration. Only goes through 85mm of armor, whereas the armor-piercing ones will do 750 alpha and penetrate up to 215. And he's carrying no premium rounds whatsoever. Now, the reload time is actually quite long. Normally, it's about 20 seconds per shot, but with a good crew, entilzhar's got it down to 16.88 seconds. And, well, it's really a glass cannon, because anything that hits this vehicle is going to do damage to it. Even if you ram a rock accidentally, or one of your own teammates, you're going to lose hit points. But it does have that enormous cannon that can actually punch a very, very nice hole in the enemy if it can penetrate. But the thing is, the HE round, even if it doesn't penetrate, will shake the enemy to death. So it's going up onto this firing position that Wargaming nicely provided us with in the recent update. And it looks like he's going to fire from behind this bush on any enemy he sees in the village. And he's looking for targets. Well, we found somebody, but we've also been nudged by him. It's Striv 103B alongside us. And he's rubbing himself up and down against us. Obviously, he's being rather over-friendly. As I would say, actually, this bush is a very well-known bush for tank destroyers to hide behind. And it's not a very good place to actually fire from, because I know most Arty... Oh, you see, he's rammed the Striv and accidentally done some damage to himself in the process. Don't want to touch the convoy. That's it. The convoy can do a lot of damage to you. This is a much better firing position here, because you've got a hull down position watching to the south. And if you poke over to the right, that is, you can actually look further to the southeast. Now, the Borsig, the Rhm Borsig, wasn't actually built. It was a cancelled project. Apparently, it was just too expensive. The Germans decided they weren't going to go with this one. They were going to go with a different design instead. Okay, the Striv has followed us. Oh dear, now we're going to be... Oh, that was a T-49. And he did 131 hit points of damage to us with an HE round. I'm not sure if he hit the us or the Striv, but we have been seen. And we put a round into that RU-251. Looks like we did penetrate, because we did 1100 hit points of damage into him. Very thin armor on the RU-251. And look, that's an Arty round coming in. So the Arty knows we're here as well. And reload, well, we've got another round ready. Striv's holding that corner for the moment. We can finish that RU-251 off by driving down and shooting him. Yes, he's gone. But we took a round from the RU-251 in the process. Another 224 hit points off, but it was worth it to get the kill. Oh, that wasn't worth it. That was a near miss by a Conqueror gun carriage. It actually landed behind us, and it damaged the Striv as well at the same time. So, yep, the RT knows we're here, and you can see where the shot from the RU-251 went in. Okay, so the enemy knows we're located here, and the convoy has taken up the position in the bush. And I think that we're going to stay here just a little while to make sure that the enemy doesn't know exactly where we are before taking up a firing position again. Okay. He's going to look directly to the south. The thing is, the gun elevation on this gun is 15 degrees, so really you don't want to take it down slope too much because it's going to be difficult for you to actually get damage. And there's a Borsig also in the town centre, and the village centre I should say. I'm trying to get a shot on him. There he is, behind that building. Can we get a shot in? Yes! And he was wiped out immediately after our shot went in. So we claimed 1,029 hit points of damage, but we didn't get the kill. Now it's a quick reload. Well, quick-ish if you think about it. The 128mm gun actually takes about 12 seconds to reload, but it doesn't do as much damage. It's nowhere near as much. It's 490 hit points as opposed to the 750 you get with the 15cm. Right, where's that enemy? So Wizzy 120, line him up. Oh, beautiful! Wipes him out completely. 221 hit points. Very nice indeed. But the enemy will know where we are now. And you can bet that Conqueror gun carriage will probably be thinking about lobbing a shell in. We're reloaded. And I think entilzhar's going to try and go to a different position now because he doesn't want Arty to fire a round in and catch him unawares. He's only got 336 hit points now, so he's a one shot for the Conqueror if he can get a direct hit or near miss. And yes, Arty tried and failed. Okay, now T49. Oh, very nice, 994. That's good payback for the shot that we had earlier in the day. At the start of this battle, that T49 put a round into us, but now we've got revenge on him, and he must be feeling a bit bitter now because he's lost 994. But I suspect that Conqueror gun carriage is going to have another go. They know we're looking out through this port now. You can be sure that the T49 told the Conqueror where we are. There he is. Lining up a shot. Oh, just dodges it. We need to back away. Just to reload. Now got a Progetto to fire at. The T49's a one shot. The Progetto, well, it's going to take at least 2 shots to take him out of the game. But if he gives us the opportunity, I'm sure entilzhar will finish his game for him. Ah, T49 pokes his head up, fires a round in, but it's not well dialed in on target. Mind you, we are a very small target because we are hull down, and basically the only thing they can see is the top of the turret. Oh, lovely shot, and he got a fire. 1028, that's a full penetration, and he's wiped out the Progetto with the fire. So that's an arsonist badge. So 3 kills for entilzhar. Now can we get that T49 please? Yeah, if he pokes his head up again, we're ready for him. It'd be just like him to do that. Poke his head above the ridgeline. Just to take a pot shot and get a 15cm shell in the face. Ah, there he is. Oh, so to the left. Oh, and he gets him! Oh, lovely. 334. But the Conqueror gun carriage knows exactly where we are, so unfortunately we'll have to move, and pronto. There's only 2 enemies left. Oh, in fact, actually the Conqueror gun carriage is already dead, so we don't need to worry about him. And it looks like we might have the high caliber. And we've got somebody asking to platoon with us. It's the Rhm Borsig Waffenträger. Sorry, the Object 261. He's got 3 kills, so brothers in arms on the cards if we survive. Now there's a Jagdtiger and a Badger to kill. This is a tier 10 game. In the 357 matchup, I should have said that right from the start, but of course I didn't. I was too interested in actually talking about the Borsig. Now we can see the Badger. He's way off to the south, and he's been killed. TVP T5051 got him. He's only got 77 hit points left. Oh, he must have taken a lot of damage from the enemy. Just need to find that Jagdtiger. If we get spots on him. The view range on the Borsig is pretty poor. It's only 360 meters. You could probably increase that with a good crew. but it is a very, very poor view range. It needs other tanks to spot for him, but he has got a fairly good team here. There's still 5 left on his team. The Jagdtiger was last seen in the riverbed north of the village, so he might be coming this way. Scorpion's having a look in the village. Can't see him. He's actually in the cap, actually. Well, the Jagdtiger's going to have to go to the cap, otherwise he's giving up the game. So we might be able to spot him the moment he appears and put a round into him. He's entilzhar's loaded AP for the next round, just in case it is the Jagdtiger. HE for the first round, first shot, then AP afterwards. That's surprising. Nobody's found him yet. The Object 261's come up to further south on the riverbed. Oh, there's the Jagdtiger. He's been spotted. He's near the cap. It's moving rather rapidly. He's got behind the buildings. No clear shot. We fired through the village, narrowly missing our Scorpion teammate, but we're going to try and get closer because that Jagdtiger appears. He did get a reset because the Scorpion did leave the cap area the moment he was spotted. But his teammates are getting hits on the Jagdtiger, including the TDP. The Object 261 fires a round in, and that's his 4th kill, so we win the game. And the Object 261 has 4 as well as entilzhar's 4. So, nice game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for entilzhar in the Rhm Borsig Waffenträger. He got a bruiser medal, an arsonist badge, a duelist badge, a fighter badge, and a fire for effect. And here comes the good ones. He got a brothers in arms for being in a platoon with somebody else who got at least 3 kills. In fact, actually, they got 4. And he got the high caliber. He dealt the most damage in that battle overall. So let's have a look at the team scores. Well, there you go, right at the top of the table, 5,378 hit points of damage. The next high scorer was the Conqueror gun carriage on the enemy team, got 4,436. He certainly was laying his shells down very accurately because he got some of entilzhar's hit points in that game. When it came to kills, again, it's the Object 261 and entilzhar both got 4 kills apiece. Then the Conqueror gun carriage came away with 3. And there's a bunch of tanks for 2 kills. And when it came to base XP, it was entilzhar who did the best because he was a tier 8 tank destroyer in a tier 10 game, hitting higher tier opponents, and that earned him a lot more XP than the others. He came away with 1,515 base experience points. The T49 managed 861, and the Object 261 managed to get 852 out of it. Let's have a look at detail. He fired 9 rounds in that battle. He got 7 direct hits, 4 penetration. Very good accuracy, and I like the way he led some of those shots just perfectly so that the shell would hit the target just as he walked into it, just as they drove into it rather, and splash damage on 3 as well. He did damage of 5,378 hit points, of which 2,023 were at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit. It was a penetration, and that was from the T49. Or was it? No, not T49, the RU251. What am I saying? Yes, and that was at close range, actually, as well. And he got 2 hits as a result of splash damage, and those both came from the Conqueror gun carriage. He spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 5 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and on the credit side, on a premium account, he earned 66,752 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, and the ammo was really cheap because he was just firing HE most of the time, in fact, all of the time, because he didn't have any premium ammo whatsoever. He walked away with 49,546 credits from that game. He received 2,273 XP, and there was no multipliers, so that's all the experience points he took away. But very good game, and yes, as I say, tier 8 tank destroyer, tier 10 game, ace tanker. You can't ask for more than that, other than a whole row of medals, but these are pretty good as they stand. And of course, he did it all with non-premium ammo, and that's really what you take away from it. It's a difficult tank destroyer to play with the 15cm gun. It's much easier to play with the 128, but entilzhar showed that the 15cm gun can get really good results with HE rounds, because as you saw, he basically one-shotted that Progetto, who had much more hit points. And I didn't say he was a two-shot, but he set him on light, and that was it. Goodbye, Mr. Progetto. So very nice indeed. If you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.